right back.
Nasir Saddiki felt very privileged to have been born into a prosperous and influential Muslim family. As he grew, Nasir quickly decided that financial wealth was the key element to a successful and happy life. By the time he turned 35, Nasir had attained the wealth he so desired. Then, at the peak of his financial success, Nasir was stricken with a very painful disease called shingles.
2 doctors came in. Maybe they thought that I couldn't hear them or didn't understand them. They started talking back and forth. And one of the things they said was that his immune system is not fighting back. His body's not fighting back. He's going to die. That came as a shock, because these were the people that I had my hope in and my faith in and my trust in. But at that point, my hope had gone, and I was crushed. My money didn't mean anything, my strength, my determination, my willpower didn't mean anything. And the only thing left was humility and fear. I didn't know, Karen, what death held for a Muslim, but I was afraid of it. I believed in a God. I didn't believe in Jesus as the Son of God, but even the Muslim God, Allah, is not a healer. So I didn't really say, Allah, heal me. I cried out in desperation. I just said, God, if you're real, don't let me die. That night, the God of the Christians answered my cry. It was not Muhammad, it was not Allah, it was Jesus. And something happened that night.
The very next morning, the doctors determined the blisters had stopped growing. They released him from the hospital with a suitcase full of medications and the grim diagnosis of continued pain and blisters. But Nasir knew that he had experienced something divine. He needed to know this Jesus. So a few days later in his own home, Nasir got down on his knees and cried out one more time.
I accepted Jesus into my heart. And I got so excited. I didn't know what born again means. I didn't know any of the Christianese language. All I knew was that this Jesus that had healed me was now in my heart.
Just a few days later, every one of the blisters and all of the disfigured flesh fell away from Nasir's body. The physical evidence of his miracle increased his desire to know God. So he bought a Bible and began to consume the Word.
When the situation looked impossible, I would always remember how much more impossible was a Muslim about to go to hell. And Jesus came. And if Jesus would come for a dying Muslim, now I'm serving the Lord. My wife is serving the Lord. He's blessed us with a child. Would he not be faithful?
When I look at my life and I look at my family's life without crying, it's an absolute miracle.
When you think about what God has done for us, the fact that I'm even alive is a major blessing.